It's been about 90 days since we launched this new website for this contractor out of the Midwest, and they've been around for about 7 years, so a fairly well-established business, but they still had their original website. And there's nothing wrong with that inherently, but it was a very small brochure-style starter website. And now we built in this massive website that answers all the customer questions, homeowner questions, all the questions that relate to their different settings, whether that's pool decks, patios, driveways, whatever. We have this all covered each and every one of the areas. So ultimately, we just built them a huge digital asset that is going to sell jobs for them 24/7, 365. And it's going to get found online and it's going to convert when people are on the website. So that is what we did here. But most importantly, we got them lots and lots of great results thus far. Their visibility has shot up. They are closing a lot more jobs, selling a lot more jobs. And you can see here, in about 90 days, we took a baseline at the beginning or end of April, and now fast forward to the beginning of August. And you can take a look here. And what we're looking at is basically a variety of different sorts of keyword searches that people in the area might, potentially do. And all around their service area, things like concrete leveling near me, commercial concrete lifting, factory floor lifting, all these different sorts of keywords and searches. And as we can see here, fast forward to today, any of these that show new, that basically means that they didn't have any sort of visibility whatsoever that was measurable on Google before when we started this. And they had some visibility, number 15, number 19, and so forth, but nothing that was really driving a lot of good organic free leads and jobs. And you can see those have all shot up to number one, but then we have all these other that they just never were popping up for when people were searching, for the problems or services that they were needing. And so now they have all these different assets working for them. And again, this is just a sampling of different keywords, just to give us an idea of kind of an overall trend line. But that is the difference between going from a small, like 4-page brochure website. We call them brochure just because they're very small. They don't have a lot of information and depth to them. But now, as you can see here, we have so much more depth on these websites. We can click on any of these and we go into depth. We link to other pages, show their service areas. We make contacting very easy, including virtual estimates. We've got animation built in. And then we go through this and all the different settings that people have problems with, both on the residential and on the commercial side of things. And ultimately, what's most important is they are driving a lot more calls now with all these different assets, working for them. So very quickly, it was only a matter of a couple of weeks before they really actually noticed an uptick in calls. But since then, it has continued to grow, and thankfully now they have been able to, with this sort of presence and with the website helping close the jobs. Now they've been able to cut other marketing, spend that they had, as well as additional advertising spend that they had going on. And now they have an asset that they own that has basically paid itself back in just a couple of months. And now from here on, it's just a growth asset, a lead generating asset that's working for them 24/7, 365. So this is exactly what we expect to see time and time again when we actually take a website from starter site and really put our style into place with building out these websites the right way. So this is just all great to see. I'm very excited for everybody.